Hello everyone. In this video, we will study about phylum Annelida. After studying this topic, learners will be able to describe the annelid body plan, enlist characteristics of Annelida, enlist examples of Annelida, and explain metamerism in animal kingdom. Let us begin with general characteristics of Annelida. Under this topic, we will discuss level of organization of Annelida, morphology, habit, habitat, metamerism, locomotion, reproduction, circulatory system, osmoregulation, and nervous system. Annelids show system level of organization, which is one step ahead than organ grade of organization, which is seen in Platyhelminthes and Nemathelminthes. The body develops from the primary germ layers ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, making the segmented worms triploblastic. They show bilateral type of symmetry, the right and left halves of the body being identical. Annelids are true coelomates. They have true body cavity present between the gut and the body wall, which is lined with mesoderm. Annelids have soft, elongated, cylindrical or flattened body, usually with metameric segmentation. Size varies from species to species, some being very small as microscopic. However, some can grow up to several centimeters. The color of most annelids varies from red to black. About habit and habitat, annelids show great variety. There are some which are free living like earthworm and nereis. However, some are parasitic, for example leeches. Most of them are burrowing animals. They burrow in the ground. Some of them are terrestrial, which are generally found in the moist places, and some of them are aquatic. Those which are aquatic, they could be either marine or freshwater. Segmentation is one of the characteristic features of Annelida. It affects the external as well as internal features and generally called metameric segmentation or metamerism. Externally, segmentation can be observed in a linear series of similar ring-like segments composing the body. And internally, it is seen in serial repetition of structures like muscles, ganglia, nerves, blood vessels, nephridia, or gonads. In general, the repetition involves the organs that do not extend the entire length of the body. Organs that extend the entire length of the body, for example, the digestive tract, main blood vessels, nerve cord, main reproductive ducts, they are not repeated. For locomotion, annelids show presence of simple unjointed appendages which grow laterally. There is presence of setae, which are bristles secreted from the parapodia. These bristles aid locomotion by digging into the substrate like soil and also hold the worm inside the burrow or tube. Burrowing animals push their way through sand or mud by contraction of the body wall and by eating their way through the substrate. Annelids can multiply by various ways of reproduction. Some of them can multiply asexually by fragmentation. Some of them can also multiply sexually by syngamy. Some of them are hermaphrodites, for example earthworm. Reproduction in Annelida is complex. Sometimes it involves cocoon as well as larval stages. Depending on the environmental condition, specific annelid species can multiply through different modes of reproduction. Spiral cleavage and trochophore larva is characteristic feature of Annelida. In annelids, circulatory system is closed type, which appears for the first time in this phylum. The blood is red and hemoglobin is dissolved in the plasma. Blood contains amoeboid corpuscles which are comparable to the leukocytes of the vertebrates. Nervous system of annelids consists of a pair of suprapharyngeal ganglion which forms the brain, a pair of circumpharyngeal connectives and solid double midventral nerve cord with a ganglion and nerves in each segment. The excretory system in Annelida consists of coiled tubes called nephridia. These nephridia open into the coelom by way of ciliated funnel-shaped opening called nephrostome. Nephridia in Annelida are homologous to nephrons which are present in the vertebrate kidney. Let us now study about classification of Annelida into its different classes. After studying this topic, learners will be able to classify phylum Annelida up to its class level, enlist characteristics and examples of each class of Annelida, and identify the Annelida up to class level. Phylum Annelida is classified into three classes: Polychaeta, Oligochaeta and Hirudinea. For Polychaeta, the classic example is Nereis. Earthworm is an example of Oligochaeta and leech is an example of class Hirudinea. Let us now understand each of these class in more detail. Class Polychaeta. Polychaetes are also known as bristle worms because they show many bristles present at the end of each parapodium. They are marine, they are carnivorous, clitellum is absent, however they show presence of tentacles. In Polychaeta, sexes are separate, so they can multiply by sexual mode of reproduction as well as by asexual mode of reproduction using transverse fission. In Polychaeta, fertilization is external, therefore large amount of gamete is produced at a time. Free swimming trochophore larval stage is observed. Examples of Polychaeta are Nereis, Aphrodite, Glycera, Polynoe, Silis and Sabella. Class Oligochaeta. As compared to Polychaeta, Oligochaeta show less number of setae. They are mostly terrestrial, found near the damp places, and some are found in fresh water. They do not show tentacles, parapodia are absent, but clitellum is present. Clitellum takes part in the formation of cocoon during reproduction. Mostly oligochaetes are hermaphrodites. The development is direct as there is no larval stage involved. Examples of Oligochaeta are Tubifex, Ferrethema, that is the genus of earthworm, Megascolex and Lumbricus. Class Hirudinea. Most of the members of class Hirudinea are ectoparasite. They are mostly found in freshwater or the places which are very damp and close to the freshwater, and few are marine. Their body is either dorsoventrally flattened or it is cylindrical. Parapodia and setae are absent, but body shows adaptations for the parasitic mode, that is presence of anterior and posterior suckers on the ventral side. The reproduction is sexual and most of them are hermaphrodite like Oligochaeta. Eggs are laid in the cocoon. Development is direct as there is no larval stage involved. Examples are different leeches like Hirudo, Hemopis, Hirudinaria and Herpobdella. Thank you.